Good day, everyone, and welcome to the first week of Reddit League Season 4. Um, I'll keep it quick, but so like I said, this is the first week of the Geoguessr Reddit League. I'm still in Division 2, uh, and I'm against a newcomer, Plouky, or Plouky, I'm not sure what the correct pronunciation is. Um, he's French, got third in the preseason, so I think he did. So Uh, yeah, 3 minutes 30 seconds, just as last season. Uh, and well, let's just see. I will do well. Again, this is post recording, as you can't see probably. So yeah, Japan. I gotta admit, I have a bit mixed feelings about Japan. I do think it's quite a well ordered and structured country. Uh, like for example, the phone numbers are relatively structured. Uh, digit one is north, digits nine are south, that kind of thing. And the road numbering is semi-ordered, although it still takes some looking. But overall, I don't think I like it because it's just too big, uh, and it takes a lot of processing information and clues. And here I stumbled upon a dead end. That wasn't really the right way to go. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Japan, but I do think I am decent at it. Like for example, there is a phone number 097. That is the Oita prefecture. So yeah, that kind of stuff can make you narrow down your location in some way, but it can still be really really tough to try and find. And the national road number and the prefectural road number and the right road and it's, and there's especially still some rural rounds up upon mountains that I don't like. Um, so yeah, I don't really know what to think of it, but here I am after play the first week. Uh, yeah, so I haven't really found anything besides that phone number. So here's just hoping I can keep on going till I find something. That's basically Japan in a nutshell. You just want to find the right clue, the right sign. I can't read that. Apparently saw Oitan there. It went too fast for me, so I couldn't see it. There is the road numbers that I wanted, 510, which are national roads. The 10 is down there. If my blind ass can find it. Maybe I spotted it, but I was looking for the 500, which is here. And now, if I found the 500, I hope I can find the 218. But it's a long road, so not sure what the best thing to do is here. I did see that we're heading to the USA apparently. Just kidding. A place called USA, I've never heard of it. But yeah, now I think I'm just looking for the 218, but there's USA. So I reckon, okay, it should be somewhere here. Although it's not on the 500. So what I would do, I'm guessing it's somewhere in this direction then, if we're heading north-south. And I saw the 218 there, actual. Um, 1 second. Uh, I'm not sure if I actually saw 218, but that was a really lucky plonk. I went a bit quickly, so let's go back. Yeah, um, I don't know why. It was just kind of a instinct to go there because there was also a highway over here, which I saw when I first went the wrong way. Anyway, I dropped 3 points, but I did not think I would 25k Japan anyway. So I'm just happy I found it. if I only drop 3 or 5 points per round, it's really not a big deal. Because, for ones who aren't familiar with the rules, if you and your opponent are 100 points within each other, like how do I explain this? For example, if I get 24,800, 24,800, and Plouky gets 24,750, it's a draw because the points are 100. It's less than 100 points away from each other. Anyway, here's 239, which indicates I'm in Hokkaido and Central Shibetsu. Quite a bit of debating at one point because I did saw Shibetsu on the east coast, but it didn't correlate with the road number because here was 239 and was nowhere near to be seen near Shibetsu. So I think I was looking on other places. Yeah, I found it Shibetsu, but as I said, no 239. So was kind of doubting whether to trust the road numbers or the city name. I mean, obviously you should trust the road numbers. I think I did at one point, but it just threw me off. Seeing Shibetsu and another big road, the 40 or national road, I should say. So surely I should find the right place, whatever that may be, if I also find the 40. However, right now that is not the case. It's a long road to 39, so but take some time to see. Here's 40 and Nayoro is on there. So I have more faith that I was in here because the numbers actually were correct and I actually saw another place close by. I think I went over a river there too, which can be helpful for later, pinpointing it. So where is this other Shibetsu? I'm so blind. It was like right below me. No, dude, please, please. It's down. Yes, thank you. There's Shibetsu. Yeah, I'm not sure why the same island in Japan has two places called Shibetsu, but I I've no idea about Japanese, so it could be that it's pronounced differently. Don't ask me. Uh, maybe Zotomo knows. I don't know. But yeah, I think I basically found it because Central Shibetsu indicates that I'm somewhere in the city of Shibetsu, just not inside. So with the small amount of time I'd left to try pinpointing it, and luckily there's this diagonal road that made me confirm that I was on here. So I got a 5k just in the nick of time, but still, it's something. Now this is more what I'm used to in Japan because Japan is actually a very mountainous country and has a lot of rural mountain roads that doesn't really have any big places in between because most of where people live is not in the mountains, obviously, like Tokyo, Kyoto, whatever. So yeah, this looked to be a bit of a tougher round. I thought I saw maybe saw a sign with a phone number there, but I just carried on. Whoops. Sometimes the switching from coverage to coverage is a bit iffy in Japan for some reason. It just skips over to another point in time where they covered it. Anyway, rule of thumb, go downhill. And that's kind of all you have to do, usually. Because the more down you go, the more likely you're able to find civilization. But yeah, for now, I've got no clue where I am. Didn't find a phone number. Maybe here somewhere. Have to keep your eyes peeled for those phone numbers because they could really help you in the end. And here is phone number 056, and I conveniently didn't even look at the road numbers on there. I just, for some reason, I didn't even see that they resembled. I went even to look at it again, but it apparently was just too small for me to actually see them as road numbers. So I was focusing too much on the phone number, thinking, okay, 56. Well, sure, let's just go ahead and hopefully find something else. But yeah, that will cost me some points in the end, as you will see in a bit. But yeah, I mean that that's kind of the thing too. The devil's in the details. Sometimes in Geoguessr, if you miss one crucial sign that that can locate you more easily, then that really could decide uh, the matchup in itself, whether you lose or win. So yeah, it that's what I learned from loads of geoguessing, that it will take a lot, uh, take some very sharp eye to try and look for good clues, because you know you never know what subtleties you can find. Yeah, I was just gambling on this prefecture being the one I was in, because I don't quite remember which prefecture at 56, but I knew it was somewhere on this coast. So I was just kind of looking for it, but I didn't find it. It was the prefecture next to the one I was in. I'm not even sure what it's called. Oh, Aichi was the prefecture, and I was in Shizuoka. So yeah, it dropped. What was it? 208 point? No, 808 points. Sorry. So yeah, I could have gotten very close to perfect again, but yeah, that's something I often do. Just miss an important detail on one of the rounds and miss out on some points. But yeah, I was like, nothing you can do about it. Just, I'm not sure what I was doing there. But there's Route 40. It's Horonobe, which I recognize was in Hokkaido. So again, I'm in here, which I definitely do like, because Hokkaido is very, for some reason, it's easier for me to find places in Hokkaido than in the rest of Japan. Probably because the road numbers are really recognizable. Like there are a few 230s and 270s in Hokkaido, so that often points you in the right direction if you find one. And it's not too big, I guess. So that makes me fancy it. So I was thinking that the 121 took a sharp curve, so I kind of just followed that. And here I knew I was going to be somewhere here. To see how the road bends, and just gonna try and look for the right one. Yeah, here's what I meant. That I saw the 121 go from north direction to western direction. So I knew it was gonna be somewhere on there when I did spot it. So this turn looked quite right. Quite a long bend, so I wasn't sure about it, but I did get the 5K again. And we're on the coast for the fifth round, which is nice. So again, what helps is finding a sign or a road number right there. Actually forgot that I saw that. But 244, which points us to Hokkaido again. So to my liking, we have 3 rounds in Hokkaido, and it was on the eastern coast. So if you could actually try and look on the eastern coast, that would be maybe the smart thing to do. There you go. Entering this small village could help. But what could help more is an actual sign telling me prefectural signs, because those help you actually pinpoint better, because the national roads are only useful to determine the ballpark you're in. But if you want specifics, you're gonna have to find a prefectural road, because the national roads are usually too long. And there it is, 205. Oh no, how did I read 205? 929. Easy to spot. So I gotta have been here somewhere. Now, not really anything to check here because the road doesn't curve, it's straight. Up there is a bend, but it's not a major one. So it doesn't really tell me much other than, well, that there's a small bend there. I was thinking it might have been here, but it didn't show houses on the map, so I got quite confused for a bit. My guess is that that sign on the left is a river, or river, creek, whatever. And I kind of spotted the curvature of the road now upon checking that with the help of that river, even though there weren't any houses there. But I often don't trust relying on houses in my experience, so I'm kind of learned to do the curvature of the road instead. Now, just to see what was down here, well, so I could kind of determine the proximity I was in, because otherwise it's just hard to pinpoint. So you just want to get as close as possible. Maybe sneak another 5,000 in there, even though that's not necessarily what's going to be decided. It's always nice to end to have free 5Ks, because they do measure how many aces you get. Anyway, my end score is 24,187. You can't see it here. Am I gonna scroll down anymore? Yeah. Okay, 24,187. I was quite worried at first because the scores above me are quite high. At the time playing, my opponent hasn't played yet, but I can confirm Plouky got, in my head, 23,484. So he also couldn't find round 3, but was even further away. So yeah, won my first game. Very happy about that. Starting with a win is very nice after losing the first 2 games last season. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and see you later. Bye.